The digital landscape witnessed a seismic shift on October 21, 2025, when OpenAI unveiled ChatGPT Atlas, an artificial intelligence-powered web browser that represents a direct challenge to Google's long-standing dominance in both search and browser markets. This groundbreaking development marks a pivotal moment in the evolution of Internet browsing, where traditional passive navigation gives way to intelligent, conversational interaction with the web, as OpenAI positions itself to capture a significant portion of the $102.9 billion U.S. search advertising market. The introduction of Atlas signifies more than just another browser launch. It represents a fundamental reimagining of how users interact with the Internet and access information. The strategic genesis of ChatGPT Atlas, OpenAI's market position and revenue trajectory. OpenAI's decision to enter the browser market stems from its remarkable financial growth and expanding user base. The company has achieved extraordinary revenue expansion, growing from minimal earnings at ChatGPT's launch in late 2022 to a projected $13 billion in annual revenue for 2025. This explosive growth trajectory, representing a 251% year-over-year increase, has provided OpenAI with the resources and confidence to challenge established technology giants in their core markets. The timing of Atlas's launch coincides with OpenAI's achievement of a $10 billion annual recurring revenue milestone, nearly doubling from $5.5 billion in 2024. With over 800 million weekly active users as of October 2025, compared to 500 million in March, OpenAI has demonstrated its ability to scale rapidly and maintain user engagement. This massive user base provides a substantial foundation for browser adoption, particularly given that only 4 to 5% of users currently generate revenue for the company. The browser as a strategic gateway. The web browser represents far more than a simple application. It serves as the primary gateway through which billions of users access digital content, conduct business, and manage their online lives. By launching Atlas, OpenAI aims to position itself at this critical juncture of user interaction with the Internet. As Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO, described the launch as a rare moment to rethink what it means to use the web. The company recognizes that controlling the browser interface provides unprecedented opportunities for data collection, user engagement, and revenue generation. The browser market's significance extends beyond user numbers to encompass advertising revenue and data insights. Google Chrome's dominance, holding approximately 67.7% of the global browser market share, with nearly 4 billion users. Advertising revenue in 2024 has been instrumental in supporting Alphabet's $265 billion. Chrome serves as a fundamental component of Google's advertising ecosystem, delivering user insights that enable more effective ad targeting and routing search traffic to Google's search engine by default. Technical architecture and core capabilities. Revolutionary AI-first design philosophy. ChatGPT Atlas distinguishes itself from traditional browsers through its AI-first architecture, built with ChatGPT as its core, rather than treating AI as an additional feature. Unlike conventional browsers that primarily serve as display tools, Atlas functions as an intelligent decision-making platform, capable of understanding user intent, anticipating needs, and executing actions autonomously. This fundamental paradigm shift transforms the browser from a passive window into the web to an active interface platform shaped by generative artificial intelligence. The browser eliminates the traditional address bar that has been integral to web navigation since the 1990s. Instead, featuring a ChatGPT integrated search interface where users can either enter URLs or pose questions directly to the AI assistant. This design choice reflects OpenAI's commitment to conversational interaction as the primary mode of web engagement, marking a departure from the point-and-click navigation model that has dominated browsers for decades. Agent Mode, Autonomous Task Execution. One of Atlas's most groundbreaking features is Agent Mode, available exclusively to ChatGPT Plus, Pro, and Business subscribers. This capability enables ChatGPT to perform multi-step tasks autonomously within the browser environment, including opening tabs, clicking links, filling forms, and completing complex workflows on behalf of users. The system operates under a human-in-the-loop approach, requesting permission before taking significant actions and allowing users to pause, interrupt, or override the agent at any time. Agent mode capabilities extend to sophisticated tasks such as researching flight options and making bookings, comparing product specifications across multiple websites, ordering food from restaurants, and compiling information from various sources into organized summaries. However, the system operates within carefully defined boundaries. It cannot run code, download files, install extensions, access other applications, or interact with the user's file system. Browser Memory System. Atlas introduces a revolutionary memory system that enables persistent context across browsing sessions. Unlike traditional browsers that only remember visited URLs, Atlas stores facts and insights from website content, creating a comprehensive understanding of user interests and research patterns. This contextual memory allows for sophisticated interactions, such as summarizing job listings viewed over multiple sessions or tracking gift research across different shopping platforms. The memory system operates on an opt-in basis with complete user control, allowing individuals to view, archive, or delete stored memories through the settings interface. Users can also control which websites ChatGPT can access through a visibility toggle in the address bar, providing granular privacy control over the AI's data collection activities. Market dynamics and competitive landscape. Google Chrome's entrenched dominance. Google Chrome's market position represents one of the most significant competitive advantages in the technology industry. With a global market share of 67.7% across all device types, Chrome commands nearly 4 times the share of its nearest competitor, Safari, which holds 16.6%. This dominance translates to approximately 3.98 billion users worldwide, providing Google with unprecedented insights into global internet usage patterns and user behavior. Chrome's success stems from multiple strategic factors, including default installation on Android devices, extensive promotion through Google's ecosystem of services, superior performance characteristics, and a robust extension ecosystem. The browser's integration with Google's advertising infrastructure has created a self-reinforcing cycle where Chrome usage drives search traffic, which generates advertising revenue that funds further browser development and promotion. The historical context of browser wars. The current competition between OpenAI and Google represents the latest chapter in the ongoing browser wars that have shaped internet history. The first browser war, 1995 to 2001, saw Microsoft's Internet Explorer defeat Netscape Navigator through aggressive bundling with Windows operating system installations. The Second Browser War, 2004 to 2017, witnessed Firefox challenging Internet Explorer's dominance before ultimately being overtaken by Google Chrome. Chrome's victory in the Second Browser War demonstrates the power of superior technology, strategic positioning, and ecosystem integration. Microsoft's former engineering lead for Internet Explorer and Edge acknowledged Chrome's victory, citing the reality that by 2014, WebKit interoperability had become absolutely necessary for browser success, and Chrome's dominance across desktop and mobile platforms made it the de facto standard for web developers. Emerging AI-driven competition. The introduction of Atlas occurs within a broader trend toward AI-enhanced browsing experiences. Perplexity AI launched Comet, a Chromium-based AI browser, earlier in 2025, while Google has integrated its Gemini AI assistant directly into Chrome. Microsoft has similarly incorporated Copilot into its Edge browser, creating an increasingly competitive landscape where AI capabilities serve as key differentiators. The AI search engine market is experiencing explosive growth, with valuations projected to increase from $16.3 billion in 2024 to $108.8 billion by 2032, representing a compound annual growth rate of 14%. This expansion is driven by rising demand for personalized, context-aware search experiences that deliver faster, more relevant results through advanced natural language processing and machine learning capabilities. Revenue models and business implications. OpenAI's monetization strategy. OpenAI's entry into the browser market represents a strategic effort to diversify its revenue streams beyond ChatGPT subscriptions and API services. The company currently generates revenue primarily through consumer subscriptions, with tens of millions of paying users contributing to its $10 billion annual recurring revenue. The Atlas browser provides multiple potential monetization avenues, including premium agent mode features, enhanced memory capabilities, and potential future advertising or affiliate partnership models. Sam Altman has historically opposed advertising in ChatGPT, but has indicated openness to tasteful advertising models that charge affiliate fees for purchases made through ChatGPT without selling priority placement in results. This approach could extend to Atlas, creating new revenue opportunities while maintaining the AI-first user experience that differentiates the browser from traditional advertising-driven models. Impact on Google's advertising ecosystem. Google's advertising business, which generated $265 billion in revenue in 2024, faces potential disruption from AI-powered browsing experiences that bypass traditional search mechanisms. The company's search advertising revenues of $198.1 billion represent 56.6% of Alphabet's total revenue, making any threat to search traffic a significant concern for the company's financial performance. Early indicators suggest that AI search platforms are beginning to impact traditional search behavior. ChatGPT search users have made over 1 billion web searches in a single week, demonstrating significant adoption of AI-powered search alternatives. Additionally, research indicates that 77% of Americans are using ChatGPT as a search engine, with 24% turning to it before Google. Market disruption potential. The potential for market disruption extends beyond simple browser competition to fundamental changes in how users discover and consume information online. AI browsers like Atlas threaten traditional SEO practices, advertising models, and website traffic patterns by providing direct answers and automated task completion that may reduce user visits to individual websites. Industry analysis suggests that AI searches have already reduced organic web traffic by 15 to 25%, while 60% of searches now complete without users clicking through to other websites, thanks to AI overviews. These trends indicate a fundamental shift in internet usage patterns that could significantly impact the revenue models of publishers, e-commerce sites, and service providers. Technical innovation and user experience. Conversational interface design. Atlas's conversational interface represents a fundamental departure from traditional browser navigation paradigms. Instead of requiring users to formulate keyword-based queries or navigate through multiple pages, the browser enables natural language interaction that understands context, intent, and user goals. This approach eliminates many of the friction points associated with traditional web browsing, such as refining search queries, evaluating result relevance, and switching between multiple tabs and applications. The new tab page serves as the primary interaction point, allowing users to ask questions or enter URLs to receive faster, more useful results in a unified interface. The system can categorize results into specialized tabs for search links, images, videos, and news when available, providing structured access to different content types while maintaining the conversational flow. Advanced task automation. The agent mode capabilities in Atlas extend far beyond simple web browsing to encompass complex task automation scenarios. Users can delegate multi-step workflows such as dinner party planning, including recipe analysis, grocery store location, ingredient cart compilation, and delivery arrangement. Business applications include opening and analyzing team documents, conducting competitive research, and compiling insights into comprehensive briefs. These automation capabilities represent a significant advancement in browser functionality, transforming the web browser from a passive viewing tool into an active productivity platform. However, the system operates with built-in safety mechanisms, including the inability to access sensitive sites without explicit user approval and the option to run in logged-out mode to limit access to personal account information. Silicon Valley, this is ended. Privacy and Security Framework. OpenAI has implemented comprehensive privacy controls to address concerns about AI-powered browsing data collection. Users maintain granular control over what ChatGPT can see and remember, with options to clear specific pages, entire browsing history, or use incognito windows that temporarily log out of ChatGPT. The Browser Memories feature operates on an opt-in basis, with users able to view all stored memories, archive outdated information, and delete browsing history to remove associated memories. By default, OpenAI does not use browsing content to train its models, though users can opt in to enable training data contribution. Even when training is enabled, websites that opt out of GPT-bot are excluded from the training dataset, respecting website owners' preferences regarding AI training data usage. Industry impact and future implications. Transformation of web interaction paradigms. The introduction of Atlas signals a broader transformation in web interaction paradigms, moving from the traditional model of passive content consumption to active AI-mediated engagement. This shift has implications for web design, content creation, and digital marketing strategies as websites must adapt to accommodate AI agents alongside human visitors. The browser's ability to understand context and maintain conversation continuity across browsing sessions creates new possibilities for personalized web experiences. Rather than treating each page visit as an isolated event, Atlas can build upon previous interactions to provide increasingly relevant and helpful assistance. Implications for web publishers and content creators. The rise of AI browsers presents both opportunities and challenges for web publishers and content creators. While AI-powered summarization and direct answer provision may reduce traditional page views and advertising impressions, it also creates opportunities for more meaningful engagement with users who receive curated, relevant content recommendations. Publishers will need to adapt their content strategies to accommodate AI consumption patterns, potentially focusing more on authoritative, comprehensive content that serves as source material for AI summaries, rather than optimizing primarily for human reading patterns. This shift may require new approaches to content monetization and audience engagement, regulatory and antitrust considerations. The entry of OpenAI into the browser market occurs amid increasing regulatory scrutiny of major technology platforms and their market dominance. Google has faced antitrust litigation over its browser and search practices, with regulators examining the company's use of default settings and bundling arrangements to maintain market position. OpenAI's challenge to Google's dominance may actually serve regulatory interests by introducing meaningful competition in critical internet infrastructure markets. However, as OpenAI grows and potentially achieves its own market influence, it may face similar regulatory scrutiny regarding data collection practices, market concentration, and competitive behavior. Security challenges and risk management. Vulnerability to prompt injection attacks. One of the most significant security challenges facing Atlas and similar AI browsers is vulnerability to prompt injection attacks. Security researchers have demonstrated that AI browser agents can be manipulated through malicious instructions embedded in web content, potentially leading to unauthorized actions, data theft, or system compromise. These attacks exploit the conversational nature of AI interactions, using hidden prompts to override intended behavior and trick the system into performing unintended actions. The Layer X security research team identified specific vulnerabilities in Atlas that allow attackers to inject malicious instructions into ChatGPT's persistent memory through cross-site request forgery, CSRF flaws. These corrupted memories can persist across devices and sessions, enabling ongoing compromise of user accounts and connected systems. AI agent susceptibility to social engineering. Research from University College London has revealed that AI browser agents lack the intuitive security awareness that experienced human users possess, making them surprisingly susceptible to social engineering attacks. In controlled experiments, AI agents frequently fell victim to fake CAPTCHAs, malicious download prompts, and other deceptive tactics that human users would typically recognize and avoid. This vulnerability is compounded by the agent's autonomous nature. While their ability to take actions without constant human oversight provides convenience, it also creates opportunities for malicious actors to exploit the system's trust and automation capabilities. The research emphasizes the need for enhanced security training and more sophisticated threat detection mechanisms in AI browsing systems. Data privacy and regulatory compliance concerns. The comprehensive data collection capabilities of AI browsers raise significant privacy concerns, particularly regarding compliance with regulations such as GDPR and HIPAA. Research indicates that AI browsing tools often collect sensitive personal information, including medical records and social security numbers, continue tracking during private browsing sessions, and build detailed user profiles based on browsing behavior. These practices create potential compliance risks for organizations deploying AI browsers in enterprise environments, where data protection requirements are particularly stringent. The persistent memory capabilities that make Atlas powerful also create additional attack surfaces and data retention challenges that organizations must carefully manage. Competitive response and market evolution. Google's defensive strategies. Google's response to the Atlas challenge involves both defensive measures to protect its existing market position and offensive strategies to leverage its competitive advantages. The company has accelerated the integration of Gemini AI into Chrome, providing similar conversational search capabilities while leveraging its vast index of web content and established relationships with publishers. Google's advantages include its comprehensive understanding of web content through decades of indexing, established relationships with advertisers and publishers, and deep integration with the Android ecosystem that serves billions of users. The company's $198.1 billion in search revenues provides substantial resources for competitive response and continued innovation. Microsoft's strategic position. Microsoft occupies a unique position in the browser competition through its Copilot integration with Edge and its substantial investment in OpenAI. The company has a 20% revenue-sharing commission arrangement with OpenAI, while simultaneously competing in the browser market through Edge. This complex relationship reflects the evolving nature of competition and collaboration in the AI era, where strategic partnerships coexist with direct market competition. Microsoft's experience with previous browser wars, including the eventual defeat of Internet Explorer, provides valuable insights into the challenges of maintaining browser market share against innovative competitors. The company's current focus on AI integration represents lessons learned from previous competitive cycles. Emerging ecosystem competition. The browser market is witnessing the emergence of multiple AI-powered alternatives, including Perplexity's Comet and various privacy-focused browsers incorporating AI capabilities. This fragmentation creates opportunities for specialized solutions targeting specific user needs, while making it more difficult for any single platform to achieve the dominant market position that Chrome currently holds. The Browser Choice Alliance, backed by Google and including Opera, Vivaldi, and other smaller developers, represents industry efforts to promote competition and resist monopolistic practices in the browser market. This coalition's activities may influence regulatory approaches and market dynamics as the AI browser competition evolves. Meta's AI-driven transformation of privacy compliance and analysis of automated risk management and regulatory oversight. In October 2025, Meta Platforms Inc. announced a controversial decision that has reverberated throughout the technology industry and regulatory landscape. The company is replacing significant portions of its human-staffed risk and privacy teams with artificial intelligence systems to fulfill Federal Trade Commission (FTC) privacy mandates. This decision represents a watershed moment in corporate compliance, as Meta becomes the first major technology company to automate the very oversight processes that regulators demanded following the company's most significant privacy violations. The layoffs affected more than 100 employees in Meta's risk review organization, with particular impact on teams based in London. These reductions came just days after Meta cut 600 positions from its AI division, signaling a broader restructuring toward automation and efficiency. The affected teams were responsible for ensuring Meta's compliance with the landmark 2019 FTC settlement that imposed a $5 billion penalty and mandated comprehensive privacy reforms following the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Meta's Chief Privacy and Compliance Officer, Michelle Prodi, informed employees that the company is transitioning from bespoke, manual reviews to a more consistent and automated process, claiming this approach delivers more accurate and reliable compliance outcomes. According to internal documents obtained by NPR, Meta plans to automate up to 90% of all risk assessments that were previously conducted by human evaluators. This transformation means that critical updates to Meta's algorithms, new safety features, and changes to content sharing capabilities across Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp will primarily be approved by AI systems rather than human oversight teams. The decision has sparked intense debate about the appropriate role of artificial intelligence in regulatory compliance, particularly for processes mandated as a result of past violations. Current and former Meta employees have expressed skepticism that automated systems can effectively replace human judgment in evaluating complex privacy risks. Privacy advocates warn that reducing human oversight could weaken Meta's ability to prevent data misuse and violations of privacy laws, arguing that automation improves efficiency but cannot replace accountability. This development occurs within a broader industry trend of AI replacing compliance and risk management roles. As of 2025, nearly 30% of companies have already replaced jobs with AI, with an additional 37% planning to do so by the end of 2026. However, Meta's case is unique due to the regulatory context. The company is automating compliance functions that were specifically mandated by federal regulators as a consequence of severe privacy failures. This comprehensive analysis examines the multiple dimensions of Meta's decision, including the historical context of the FTC settlement, the technical capabilities and limitations of AI-driven compliance systems, the concerns raised by employees and experts, the broader implications for regulatory oversight, and the critical questions this raises about accountability, transparency, and the future of corporate governance in the age of artificial intelligence. Background and context: the Cambridge Analytica scandal and its aftermath. To understand the significance of Meta's current automation initiative, it is essential to examine the events that led to the creation of the risk and privacy teams, now being replaced by AI systems. The story begins with one of the most significant data privacy scandals in the history of social media: the Cambridge Analytica breach. The Cambridge Analytica data scandal, 2018. In March 2018, revelations emerged that Cambridge Analytica, a political consulting firm with connections to Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign, had improperly acquired and exploited personal data from up to 87 million Facebook users. The breach occurred through a personality quiz app called This Is Your Digital Life, created by researcher Alexander Kogan. While only 270,000 users directly installed the app, Facebook's data-sharing policies at the time allowed the app to harvest information not only from users who explicitly gave permission, but also from their entire networks of Facebook friends. This massive data collection occurred without the knowledge or consent of the vast majority of affected users. Cambridge Analytica used this data to create detailed psychological profiles for targeted political advertising, violating both Facebook's terms of service and user expectations about how their personal information would be used. When The Guardian and the New York Times broke the story in 2018, it triggered immediate public outrage and governmental investigations on both sides of the Atlantic. The scandal exposed fundamental weaknesses in Facebook's approach to user privacy and third-party data access. Facebook had known about Cambridge Analytica's data misuse since 2015, but had merely requested that the firm delete the improperly obtained data without verifying compliance or informing affected users. This failure to take adequate enforcement action revealed that Facebook lacked robust systems to monitor and control how third parties used the vast amounts of personal data flowing through its platform. The 2019 FTC settlement, a record-breaking penalty and comprehensive reform. The Cambridge Analytica scandal prompted the Federal Trade Commission to open an investigation into Facebook's privacy practices in March 2018. The investigation revealed that Facebook's actions violated a 2012 consent decree the company had previously entered with the FTC, which already prohibited Facebook from making deceptive claims about privacy. The repeated violations demonstrated a pattern of disregard for user privacy and regulatory obligations. In July 2019, the FTC announced a historic settlement with Facebook that fundamentally restructured the company's approach to privacy compliance. The settlement included multiple groundbreaking components. $5 billion civil penalty. Facebook agreed to pay $5 billion, the largest penalty ever imposed by the FTC for privacy violations, and multiple times larger than any previous company had paid the agency. This enormous financial penalty reflected both the severity of Facebook's violations and the need for meaningful deterrence. Comprehensive corporate governance restructuring. The settlement required Facebook to establish an independent privacy committee within its board of directors with exclusive authority over privacy matters. This committee had the power to review all material privacy decisions, remove compliance officers, and meet quarterly with independent assessors without management present. Importantly, committee members could only be removed by a supermajority of voting shares, not by CEO Mark Zuckerberg or other executives, ensuring genuine independence. Personal CEO accountability. Mark Zuckerberg was made personally responsible for certifying Facebook's compliance with the FTC order, exposing him to civil and criminal penalties for false certifications. He was required to review material privacy risks and decisions each quarter, but did not control the independent privacy committee or assessor. Mandatory privacy reviews. The order required Facebook to conduct a privacy review of every new or modified product, service, or practice before implementation, and to document all decisions about user privacy. Designated compliance officers had to generate quarterly privacy review reports to share with the CEO, independent assessor, and the FTC. Enhanced privacy program. Facebook was required to establish a comprehensive data security program, implement stronger oversight of third-party apps, and provide clear notice and obtain affirmative consent for facial recognition use, independent assessment, and monitoring. The settlement mandated that Facebook hire independent third-party assessors to review the company's privacy practices and verify compliance. These assessors would provide an additional layer of accountability beyond internal compliance teams. Incident reporting. The order required Facebook to document any incident compromising data of 500 or more users and deliver this documentation to the FTC and the assessor within 30 days of discovery. This comprehensive settlement was designed to fundamentally transform Facebook's privacy culture. From the board level down, creating multiple layers of oversight and accountability that would prevent future violations. The creation of dedicated risk and privacy teams was a central component of this transformed compliance infrastructure. Creation and role of risk and privacy teams. In response to the FTC settlement, Facebook, which rebranded as Meta in 2021, established robust risk review and privacy compliance teams. These teams were specifically tasked with ensuring that Meta's products and features complied with the FTC agreement and with global privacy regulations. The risk organization was responsible for evaluating and documenting various risks associated with products and features across Meta's family of apps, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus. Michelle Prodi, who was appointed to lead Meta's privacy initiatives in 2019 following the FTC settlement, oversaw the development and implementation of these compliance programs. The teams he supervised were responsible for conducting the mandatory privacy reviews required by the FTC order, assessing potential risks to user privacy, evaluating whether new features could be misused or cause harm, and ensuring that product development aligned with regulatory requirements. Until recently, what are known inside Meta as privacy and integrity reviews were conducted almost entirely by human evaluators. These reviewers would scrutinize proposed changes to Meta's platforms, debate how alterations could have unforeseen repercussions, and assess whether new features might violate users' privacy or enable harmful content. This human-centered approach was fundamental to the FTC's vision of preventing future privacy violations through rigorous, thoughtful oversight. The 2019 settlement and the establishment of these compliance teams represented the most comprehensive regulatory intervention in Facebook's operations to date. It was designed to ensure that privacy protection would be embedded throughout Meta's decision-making processes, and that the company could never again claim ignorance or oversight as an excuse for privacy failures. Now, just 6 years after this landmark settlement, Meta is dismantling significant portions of this human oversight infrastructure in favor of automated AI systems. On October 23, 2025, Meta made 2 simultaneous announcements that would fundamentally reshape its approach to artificial intelligence development and regulatory compliance. The company revealed it was cutting approximately 600 positions from its AI research division, while also eliminating over 100 roles from its risk and privacy review teams. These parallel announcements signaled Meta's strategic pivot toward leaner operations and greater automation across both product development and compliance functions. Alexander Wang, Meta's Chief Artificial Intelligence Officer, informed employees via internal memo that the company would be reducing its AI workforce by 600 positions across the Superintelligence Labs division. Wang, a 28-year-old billionaire entrepreneur who joined Meta in June 2025 after the company invested $14.3 billion in his startup, Scale AI, explained that the layoffs would enable Meta to build new products faster. By reducing the size of our team, fewer conversations will be required to make a decision, and each person will be more load-bearing and have more scope and impact, Wang wrote in the memo. His message reflected Meta's philosophy that smaller, more empowered teams could accelerate innovation and decision-making. The cuts affected employees in Meta's fundamental artificial intelligence research, FAIR, product-related AI, and AI infrastructure divisions. Notably, the newly formed TBD Labs unit, responsible for developing next-generation AI models, was not affected by the reductions. Wang's appointment itself represented a major strategic bet by CEO Mark Zuckerberg on advancing Meta's artificial intelligence capabilities. The October 2025 announcement, Layoffs and Automation Strategy, the AI division restructuring. Alexandra Wang, Meta's Chief Artificial Intelligence Officer, informed employees via internal memo that the company would be reducing its AI workforce by 600 positions across the Superintelligence Labs division. Wang, a 28-year-old billionaire entrepreneur who joined Meta in June 2025 after the purchase of a tech stock agency, company invested $14.3 billion in his startup, Scale AI, explained that the layoffs would enable Meta to build new products faster. By reducing the size of our team, fewer conversations will be required to make a decision, and each person will be more load-bearing and have more scope and impact, Wang wrote in the memo. His message reflected Meta's philosophy that smaller, more empowered teams could accelerate innovation and decision-making. The cuts affected employees in Meta's fundamental artificial intelligence research, FAIR, product-related AI, and AI infrastructure divisions. Notably, the newly formed TBD Labs unit, responsible for developing next-generation AI models, was not affected by the reductions. Wang's appointment itself represented a major strategic bet by CEO Mark Zuckerberg on advancing Meta's artificial intelligence capabilities. Wang co-founded Scale AI in 2016 while still a teenager, building it into a leading AI data labeling and evaluation company. His deep connections across the AI industry, including close relationships with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and access to knowledge about competitors' AI strategies, made him an attractive hire as Meta seeks to compete with rivals like OpenAI and Google in the race toward artificial superintelligence. Meta expected that most of the 600 laid-off AI employees would be able to find other positions within the company, emphasizing that these were talented individuals whose skills were needed elsewhere in the organization. This approach suggested the restructuring was more about reorganization and efficiency than wholesale elimination of AI expertise. The risk and privacy team cuts. The more controversial announcement came from Michel Prodi, Meta's Chief Privacy and Compliance Officer for Product, who informed employees that the risk review organization would be significantly downsized. In his internal memo, Prodi explained that automation and technological advances had fundamentally changed the staffing requirements for privacy compliance work. As a result, we don't need as many roles in some areas as we once did, Prodi wrote. He emphasized that Meta had made significant progress in how we approach risk management and compliance, and had built more global technical controls that enabled a shift toward automation. By moving from bespoke, manual reviews to a more consistent and automated process, we've been able to deliver more accurate and reliable compliance outcomes across Meta, Prodi stated in the memo. He argued that this standardization means that many routine decisions can now be handled efficiently by technology, freeing our teams to focus on the most complex and high-impact challenges. The specific teams affected by the cuts included product risk program managers, shared services teams, and global security and privacy (GSP) teams. Meta was also consolidating operations in its London office, where the impact was particularly significant. The company announced it would merge the GSP team with its regulatory readiness division and the data protection officers team, creating a new consolidated structure called Regulatory Compliance Programs. While Prodi did not disclose the exact number of positions being eliminated, internal sources and media reports indicated that over 100 employees would lose their jobs across the risk organization globally. Current and former employees described the cuts as a substantial reduction in the workforce responsible for evaluating Meta's projects for privacy and integrity concerns. Meta's official rationale. A Meta spokesperson provided the company's official justification for the restructuring. Our product risk and compliance team has established one of the most advanced compliance frameworks in the industry to assess our offerings. We frequently implement organizational adjustments and are reconfiguring our team to align with the evolution of our program, enabling faster innovation while upholding stringent compliance standards. The spokesperson emphasized that Meta's updated risk management framework utilizes more straightforward automation rather than cutting-edge generative AI technologies. This distinction was important. Meta was not claiming to deploy advanced AI models, like large language models, for compliance decisions, but rather implementing rules-based automation and simpler algorithmic systems. Meta's Vice President of Policy, Rob Sherman, had clarified in a June 2025 LinkedIn post that the company was not relying on AI to make critical risk decisions, but instead was applying automated rules to streamline the process, thereby reducing the time required by experts and minimizing human error in the decision-making process. This characterization positioned the automation as a tool to enhance, rather than replace, human judgment, though the substantial workforce reductions suggested otherwise. The company's messaging emphasized three key themes: maturation of compliance programs, efficiency gains from automation, and the need to accelerate innovation. Meta portrayed the changes as a natural evolution, reflecting organizational learning and technological capability, rather than a fundamental departure from regulatory obligations or risk management principles. Timeline and implementation. The announcements on October 23, 2025, came after months of preparation and gradual implementation of automation systems. Internal documents obtained by NPR had revealed in May 2025 that Meta was planning to automate up to 90% of all risk assessments, sparking initial concerns among privacy advocates. The company had been incrementally introducing automated reviews for lower-risk product changes, while maintaining human oversight for high-risk decisions. The layoffs occurred within the context of broader workforce reductions at Meta throughout 2025. In January 2025, CEO Mark Zuckerberg had announced plans to eliminate approximately 3,600 positions, roughly 5% of Meta's global workforce, as part of what he called an intense year focused on automation, on raising performance standards. The February 2025 layoffs had already affected nearly 4,000 employees across the US, Europe, and Asia, with additional cuts in April affecting Meta's Reality Labs division. The October announcement represented a specific focus on AI research and compliance teams, rather than company-wide reductions. The timing suggested these cuts were driven by strategic decisions about automation and organizational structure, rather than purely financial pressures, though they occurred as Meta was investing tens of billions of dollars in AI infrastructure and data centers. Key figures and leadership driving the transformation. Understanding Meta's pivot toward AI-driven compliance requires examining the key figures who shaped and implemented this controversial strategy. 3 individuals have been particularly influential in driving this transformation: CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Chief AI Officer Alexander Wang, and Chief Privacy and Compliance Officer Michelle Prati. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's co-founder and CEO, has been the ultimate architect of the company's transformation toward what he calls personal superintelligence. In a July 2025 memo to employees and investors, Zuckerberg articulated his vision for artificial intelligence that extends beyond chatbots and digital assistants to systems capable of empowering individuals across multiple domains. Over the last few months, we have begun to see glimpses of our AI systems improving themselves. The improvement is slow for now, but undeniable. Developing superintelligence is now in sight, Zuckerberg wrote. He positioned Meta's approach as distinct from competitors, emphasizing that personal superintelligence should serve individual empowerment rather than merely automating work. Zuckerberg's strategic vision for Meta has consistently focused on avoiding disruption by competitors while being willing to disrupt the company's own operations. Throughout the 2020s, he has pursued aggressive restructuring, declaring 2023 as Meta's year of efficiency and implementing multiple rounds of workforce reductions to create leaner, faster-moving teams. His willingness to eliminate positions and reorganize departments reflects a belief that smaller teams with clearer decision-making authority can innovate more rapidly. The CEO has also been personally involved in developing Meta's AI strategy, spending substantial time with Alexander Wang at his residences in Lake Tahoe and Palo Alto, discussing the future of artificial intelligence. This personal investment in AI development extends to Zuckerberg's vision for automating Meta's advertising business, with goals to enable fully AI-created and targeted advertisements by 2026. Under the 2019 FTC settlement, Zuckerberg bears personal responsibility for certifying Meta's compliance with privacy requirements, with potential civil and criminal penalties for false certifications. This accountability makes his decisions about automating compliance functions particularly consequential, as he must personally vouch for the adequacy of AI systems replacing human oversight. At just 28 years old, Alexander Wang represents a new generation of AI entrepreneurs reshaping major technology companies. Born in January 1997 to Chinese immigrant parents who worked as physicists at Los Alamos National Laboratory, Wang demonstrated exceptional talent in mathematics and computer science from childhood. He qualified for multiple Olympiads and competitions before attending MIT, which he left in his first year to co-found Scale AI in 2016. Scale AI, co-founded with Lucy Guo when Wang was only 19, became one of the most valuable AI startups by providing data labeling and large language model evaluation services to develop AI applications. The company's success made Wang the world's youngest self-made billionaire at age 24 in 2021. Forbes estimated his net worth at $3.2 billion as of April 2025, though this figure would increase substantially after Meta's June 2025 investment. Meta's $14.3 billion investment in Scale AI and Wang's subsequent appointment as Chief AI Officer represented one of the largest talent acquisitions in technology history. DeepSeek's AI supremacy in cryptocurrency trading, a comprehensive analysis of real-world performance and financial markets implications. In October 2025, DeepSeek's V3.1 artificial intelligence model achieved a landmark victory in the Alpha Arena, a groundbreaking real-money cryptocurrency trading experiment that pitted the world's leading large language models, LLMs, against each other in live market conditions. This competition, launched by U.S. research firm NUF1, gave 6 AI models: DeepSeek V3.1, OpenAI's GPT-5, Anthropic's Claude 4.5 Sonnet, Google DeepMind's Gemini 2.5 Pro, xAI's Grok 4, and Alibaba's Qwen 3 Max, $10,000 each to autonomously trade cryptocurrency perpetual contracts on the decentralized exchange Hyperliquid. The results were striking. DeepSeek V3.1 earned returns exceeding 120% over 9 days, transforming its initial $10,000 capital into $22,031, significantly outperforming competitors, including GPT-5, which lost nearly 40% of its capital. This achievement demonstrates not merely a technical milestone, but signals a profound transformation in financial markets, where artificial intelligence transitions from theoretical promise to proven capability in high-stakes trading environments. This document provides a comprehensive 20-page analysis of DeepSeek's performance, examining the technical architecture that enabled this success. The broader implications for AI in financial markets, competitive positioning against rival models, regulatory considerations, and the transformative future of autonomous trading systems. The findings confirm that AI applications in financial markets have evolved from experimental tools to sophisticated systems capable of outperforming traditional approaches, marking a pivotal moment in the convergence of artificial intelligence and finance. The Alpha Arena experiment represents a paradigm shift in how artificial intelligence capabilities are evaluated in financial contexts. Unlike traditional AI benchmarks that rely on static datasets and simulated environments, Alpha Arena subjected large language models to the brutal realities of live cryptocurrency markets where real capital was at stake. Launched on October 17, 2025 by NUF1, an AI research laboratory focused on financial market applications, the experiment was designed to answer fundamental questions about AI's capacity to function as autonomous trading agents. The experimental design incorporated several critical elements that distinguished it from previous AI trading tests. First, each participating model received $10,000 in actual capital, not simulated funds, to trade on Hyperliquid, a decentralized perpetual futures exchange. This real-money approach eliminated the artificial safety nets that often skew results in backtesting scenarios. Second, the models operated with complete autonomy, making trading decisions without human intervention based solely on market data, technical indicators, and their inherent reasoning capabilities. Third, All trading activity was recorded on-chain, providing unprecedented transparency and enabling post-experiment analysis of decision-making patterns. The competition allowed models to trade 6 major cryptocurrency perpetual contracts: Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, Solana, Ripple, XRP, Dogecoin, Doge, and Binance Coin, BNB. Perpetual contracts are derivative instruments that track the price of underlying assets without expiration dates, enabling traders to maintain leveraged positions indefinitely through a funding rate mechanism. This instrument choice was deliberate, as perpetuals represent one of the fastest-growing segments of cryptocurrency trading, with decentralized perpetual exchanges processing over $2.6 trillion in volume in 2025 alone. The experiment's duration, running from October 17 through November 3, 2025, provided sufficient time for market cycles, volatility events, and strategic adaptations to emerge. Each model received identical prompts and access to the same market data feeds, ensuring a level playing field where performance differences would reflect genuine capability variations rather than informational advantages. DeepSeek's AI Supremacy in Cryptocurrency Trading, a comprehensive analysis of real-world performance and financial markets implications. Chapter 1. The Alpha Arena Experiment. Methodology and Design. Experimental Framework and Objectives. The Alpha Arena Experiment represents a paradigm shift in how artificial intelligence capabilities are evaluated in financial contexts. Unlike traditional AI benchmarks that rely on static datasets and simulated environments, Alpha Arena subjected large language models to the brutal realities of live cryptocurrency markets where real capital was at stake. Launched on October 17, 2025 by NOF1, an AI research laboratory focused on financial market applications, the experiment was designed to answer fundamental questions about AI's capacity to function as autonomous trading agents. The experimental design incorporated several critical elements that distinguished it from previous AI trading tests. First, each participating model received $10,000 in actual capital, not simulated funds, to trade on Hyperliquid, a decentralized perpetual futures exchange. This real money approach eliminated the artificial safety nets that often skew results in backtesting scenarios. Second, the models operated with complete autonomy, making trading decisions without human intervention, based solely on market data, technical indicators, and their inherent reasoning capabilities. Third, all trading activity was recorded on-chain, providing unprecedented transparency and enabling post-experiment analysis of decision-making patterns. The competition allowed models to trade 6 major cryptocurrency perpetual contracts: Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, Solana, SOL, Ripple, XRP, Dogecoin, and Binance Coin, BNB. Perpetual contracts are derivative instruments that track the price of underlying assets without expiration dates, enabling traders to maintain leveraged positions indefinitely through a funding rate mechanism. This instrument choice was deliberate, as perpetuals represent one of the fastest-growing segments of cryptocurrency trading, with decentralized perpetual exchanges processing over $2.6 trillion in volume in 2025 alone. The experiment's duration, running from October 17th through November 3rd, 2025, provided sufficient time for market cycles, volatility events, and strategic adaptations to emerge. Each model received identical prompts and access to the same market data feeds, ensuring a level playing field where performance differences would reflect genuine capability variations rather than informational advantages. The Hyperliquid platform, technical infrastructure. Understanding DeepSeek's performance requires examining the technical infrastructure provided by Hyperliquid, the trading venue selected for the experiment. Hyperliquid represents a new generation of decentralized exchanges that combine the transparency and security of blockchain technology with the speed and efficiency traditionally associated with centralized platforms. Built on its own Layer 1 blockchain, optimized specifically for trading, Hyperliquid achieves remarkable performance metrics, processing up to 100,000 orders per second with sub-second finality and block times under 1 second. This high-performance infrastructure utilizes HyperBFT, a proprietary consensus mechanism that ensures rapid transaction finality while maintaining robust security measures. Unlike automated market maker, AMM-based decentralized exchanges that often suffer from slippage and limited order types, Hyperliquid implements a fully on-chain order book model. The on-chain order book provides several advantages crucial for sophisticated trading strategies. First, it enables precise order execution with limit orders, market orders, and stop-loss orders, tools essential for risk management and strategic positioning. Second, it offers leverage of up to 50x on perpetual contracts, allowing traders to amplify exposure while maintaining capital efficiency. Third, the platform's fee structure is highly competitive, with significantly lower costs than many centralized exchanges, encouraging active trading. From a transparency perspective, Hyperliquid's blockchain architecture means that every order placement, modification, cancellation, and execution is recorded immutably on-chain and publicly verifiable. This transparency proved critical for the Alpha Arena experiment, allowing researchers and observers to trace the complete decision-making trail of each AI model. The decentralized nature also eliminated counterparty risk. Participants maintain custody of their assets through smart contracts rather than trusting a centralized intermediary. The platform's technical capabilities enabled the AI models to implement sophisticated trading strategies that would be impossible on slower or less feature-rich platforms. DeepSeek's success, in particular, leveraged Hyperliquid's speed and order book depth to execute disciplined risk management strategies with precise entry and exit points, evaluation metrics, and performance measurement. The Alpha Arena experiment employed multiple performance metrics to comprehensively evaluate AI trading capabilities beyond simple profit and loss calculations. While absolute returns provided the most visible indicator of success, the research team incorporated risk-adjusted measures, behavioral analysis, and strategic consistency metrics to paint a complete picture. Absolute returns. The primary metric measured each model's capital appreciation from the initial $10,000 allocation. DeepSeek v3.1 achieved a 126% return, $22,900. Quen 3 Max achieved 108%, $20,850. Claude 4.5 Sonnet achieved 25%, $12,500, while GPT-5 and Gemini 2.5 Pro both lost approximately 60% of their capital. These figures represented raw performance, but did not account for risk exposure or volatility. Sharpe ratio. To assess risk-adjusted returns, analysts calculated Sharpe ratios, a measure of excess return per unit of risk. DeepSeek's strategy, while generating the highest absolute returns, also exhibited significant volatility, with drawdowns exceeding $2,000 at certain points. The Sharpe ratio analysis revealed that DeepSeek balanced aggressive positioning with disciplined risk management, achieving superior risk-adjusted performance compared to overly conservative approaches, Claude, or reckless strategies, some losing models. Win rate and profit-to-loss ratio. DeepSeek executed only 17 trades over 10 days, achieving a 41% win rate. This relatively modest win rate was counterbalanced by an impressive 6.7 to 1 profit-to-loss ratio, meaning winning trades were on average nearly 7 times larger than losing trades. This metric revealed DeepSeek's strength in position sizing and letting winners run while cutting losses quickly, a hallmark of successful trend-following strategies. Maximum drawdown. Maximum drawdown measures the largest peak-to-trough decline during the trading period, indicating the worst-case loss an investor would experience. DeepSeek managed its drawdown effectively despite aggressive positioning. While Qwen 3 Max suffered maximum drawdowns exceeding $2,200 due to its use of 5.6 times leverage and concentrated positions. GPT-5 and Gemini's catastrophic losses reflected inadequate drawdown management and failure to adapt to adverse market conditions. Position holding time. DeepSeek held positions for an average of 49 hours, indicating a medium-term trend-following approach rather than high-frequency or day trading strategies. This holding period aligned with the cryptocurrency market's volatility patterns, allowing positions sufficient time to develop while avoiding excessive exposure to overnight or multi-day risk. Strategic consistency. Beyond quantitative metrics, researchers analyzed each model's strategic consistency through its inner monologue, the reasoning processes logged during decision-making. DeepSeek demonstrated remarkable strategic discipline, maintaining coherent trading theses across multiple trades and adapting systematically to market regime changes. In contrast, losing models exhibited erratic behavior, contradictory decisions, and failure to learn from mistakes. These comprehensive evaluation metrics provided nuanced insights into what separated successful AI trading from failure. DeepSeek's victory was not merely about generating the highest returns, but doing so through disciplined, repeatable, and strategically sound approaches that could be sustained over longer time horizons. Chapter 3. DeepSeek AI Architecture and Technical Foundations. Mixture of Experts. MOE Framework. DeepSeek v3.1's exceptional trading performance was enabled by advanced architectural innovations that distinguish it from competing models. At the core of DeepSeek's design lies a mixture of experts, MOE transformer architecture, which fundamentally changes how large language models process information and make decisions. Traditional dense neural networks activate all parameters for every input, resulting in massive computational requirements and energy consumption. The MOE framework introduces a more efficient approach where the model consists of multiple specialized expert subnetworks, each trained to handle specific types of tasks or data patterns. When processing an input, the model dynamically selects and activates only the most relevant experts rather than engaging the entire network. DeepSeek v3 incorporates 671 billion total parameters, but activates only 37 billion parameters per token, approximately 5.5% of the total model capacity. This selective activation dramatically reduces computational costs during inference, while maintaining or even enhancing performance compared to fully dense models of similar total size. The efficiency gains enabled DeepSeek to deliver responses with speed and cost-effectiveness that rivals struggle to match. The MOE architecture's specialization creates another advantage. Different experts develop expertise in distinct domains through training. Some experts become highly proficient at mathematical reasoning, others at language understanding, still others at pattern recognition in time series data. When DeepSeek analyzes cryptocurrency market data, it automatically routes information to experts specialized in quantitative analysis, technical indicators, and trend identification. This specialization enhances accuracy compared to models where capabilities are diffused across all parameters. DeepSeek's implementation addresses a critical challenge in MOE architectures: load balancing. Early MOE designs often suffered from expert collapse, where only a few experts received most assignments while others remained underutilized. DeepSeek v3 introduced an auxiliary, loss-free load balancing strategy that distributes workload more evenly across experts without sacrificing performance. This innovation ensures all experts contribute meaningfully while maintaining training efficiency. Multi-head latent attention and memory optimization. DeepSeek's attention mechanisms represent another architectural innovation that enhanced its trading capabilities. The model incorporates multi-head latent attention, MLA, an approach that optimizes how the model focuses on relevant information within its input context. Traditional transformer attention mechanisms compute relationships between all tokens in a sequence, resulting in quadratic computational complexity as sequence length increases. This creates bottlenecks when processing long contexts, such as extended market histories or multiple data streams that are common in financial applications. MLA addresses this limitation by compressing attention representations into lower dimensional latent spaces before computing relationships. The latent space compression reduces memory requirements and computational costs, while preserving the model's ability to identify relevant patterns and dependencies across long sequences. For cryptocurrency trading, this capability enables DeepSeek to simultaneously process price data, volume indicators, funding rates, order book information, and news sentiment across multiple timeframes without overwhelming computational resources. The model can attend to patterns spanning hours or days of market activity, recognizing trends and regime changes that require long-horizon awareness. DeepSeek's memory optimization extends to its training architecture. The model was designed to be trained without tensor parallelism, a technique that distributes model components across multiple GPUs, which typically requires extensive memory and communication overhead. By eliminating this requirement, DeepSeek achieved higher training efficiency on standard GPU configurations, making the model more accessible and cost-effective to develop and deploy. Multi-token prediction and reasoning capabilities. A distinguishing feature of DeepSeek's architecture is its multi-token prediction (MTP) training objective, which enhances the model's forward-looking capabilities, particularly valuable for financial forecasting. Traditional language models predict the next single token in a sequence, but MTP trains the model to predict multiple future tokens simultaneously. This multi-step prediction ability aligns naturally with trading requirements, where successful strategies depend on anticipating price movements several steps ahead. When DeepSeek analyzes market conditions, it doesn't merely assess the current state, but generates probabilistic forecasts of potential future scenarios. This forward-looking capability enables more sophisticated strategic planning than models limited to reactive decision-making. DeepSeek's reasoning capabilities were further enhanced through knowledge distillation from DeepSeek R1, a long chain of thought, Kant reasoning model. The R1 series models employ extended reasoning chains where they explicitly work through problems step by step, verifying logic and reconsidering conclusions. DeepSeek V3 incorporates these reasoning patterns, enabling it to break down complex trading decisions into component analyses. For example, when evaluating whether to enter a Bitcoin long position, DeepSeek might reason through multiple factors: current price relative to moving averages, momentum indicators suggesting trend strength, volume confirming participation, broader market sentiment, and risk-reward ratio at potential entry levels. This systematic reasoning process, visible in the model's logged inner monologue during Alpha Arena, demonstrated sophisticated analysis comparable to human trader thought processes. The model's 128,000 token context window provides additional capability for incorporating extensive information into decisions. This large context enables DeepSeek to simultaneously consider current market conditions, recent price history, technical indicator values, news developments, and strategic positioning guidelines without truncating relevant information. Long context windows prove particularly valuable in financial markets, where patterns often emerge across multiple timeframes and require synthesis of diverse information sources. Amazon's Vision-Assisted Package Retrieval, VAPR, revolutionizing delivery van technology. Amazon has unveiled Vision-Assisted Package Retrieval, VAPR, a groundbreaking artificial intelligence-powered technology designed to transform the efficiency of its delivery operations. Set to be deployed in 1,000 electric delivery vans by early 2025, VAPR represents a significant leap forward in last-mile logistics automation. This innovative system uses computer vision and machine learning to guide drivers to the correct packages at each stop, projecting visual indicators directly onto packages within delivery vans. Early testing has demonstrated remarkable results, with drivers saving more than 30 minutes per route and experiencing a 67% reduction in perceived physical and mental effort. The technology builds upon Amazon Robotics Identification, ARID, a sophisticated computer vision system originally developed for fulfillment centers, and adapts it for the unique challenges of in-van environments. By integrating with AWS technologies, including SageMaker and IoT Greengrass, VAPR eliminates the need for manual package sorting and barcode scanning, allowing drivers to work more efficiently while maintaining Amazon's commitment to fast, reliable delivery. Chapter 1: The Evolution of Amazon's Delivery Technology. Historical context of Amazon Logistics. Amazon's logistics network has undergone remarkable transformation since the company began building its own delivery infrastructure. Before establishing its proprietary delivery network, Amazon relied exclusively on third-party carriers, such as the U.S. Postal Service and UPS. However, as customer demand for faster delivery grew, the need for more delivery options became apparent, leading to the birth of the Amazon Delivery Service Partner Network. Today, Amazon operates a massive logistics operation with over 390,000 delivery drivers working for independent delivery service partners, delivering packages in Prime-branded uniforms and vehicles. The company processes 6.3 billion U.S. delivery orders annually, equivalent to 17.2 million delivery orders per day, or over 717,200 per hour. This scale of operations presents unique challenges that require innovative technological solutions. The last mile challenge. The last mile of delivery, the final leg from distribution center to customer's door, is often the most complex and expensive part of the delivery process. Last mile costs can account for 50 to 53% of total shipping expenses due to fluctuating fuel prices, rising driver wages, and fragmented delivery zones. For delivery drivers, the seemingly simple task of locating packages in the back of a van can consume several minutes at each stop. When delivering to over 100 customers daily, these minutes accumulate into significant time losses. Traditional methods require drivers to manually sort packages, read labels, and verify customer details, tasks that are time-consuming and mentally taxing. Amazon recognized that even small improvements in package retrieval could have massive impacts on overall delivery efficiency and driver satisfaction. The genesis of Vapor technology. The idea for Vapor originated in early 2020 when a team within Amazon Transportation envisioned using technology as an invisible force to help drivers. John Colucci, product manager at Amazon Transportation, explained that the development team had to consider factors unique to the delivery experience, such as lighting and space constraints inside vans. After several years of development and extensive feedback from drivers testing the technology, Vapor has evolved into a sophisticated system ready for widespread deployment. The technology represents Amazon's commitment to using innovation not just for customer benefit, but also to improve the working conditions and efficiency of its delivery workforce. Chapter 2. How Vapor technology works. Core technology components. Vapor is built on three fundamental technological pillars: computer vision, machine learning, and cloud-based integration. At its core, the system uses Amazon Robotics Identification, ARID, a scanning capability involving computer vision and machine learning, originally developed for fulfillment centers to replace manual barcode scanning. The ARID system employs a camera system that runs at 120 frames per second, automatically scanning barcode labels as packages are present in the delivery van. This high-speed processing allows the system to locate and decipher multiple barcodes in real time as it processes its surroundings. Visual and audio queue system. When a delivery van arrives at a location, Vapor automatically projects a green O on all packages designated for that stop and a red X on packages meant for other destinations. This visual marking system provides instant, intuitive guidance to drivers without requiring them to read labels or check addresses. The system also incorporates audio cues to confirm package selection. Through both visual and audio feedback, Vapor prompts the driver before they need to enter the cargo area, confirming it has identified the correct packages. Drivers can also see on their navigation screen, mounted in the front of the van, how many packages are slated for delivery at a given stop. Machine learning training and optimization. Vapor's intelligence stems from machine learning models trained to recognize different labels and packages in various lighting conditions and package characteristics. The training process involved exposing the models to vast data sets, encompassing different package sizes, label orientations, lighting scenarios, and cargo configurations. The technology was specifically optimized for the in-van environment, accounting for the unique challenges of variable lighting conditions, from bright daylight to dim evening conditions, space constraints, limited maneuvering room within cargo areas, package density, high volumes of packages in close proximity, movement and vibration, packages shifting during transit, integration with AWS cloud technologies. Vapor leverages several AWS technologies to function seamlessly. Amazon SageMaker. This machine learning platform enables the training, deployment, and management of the AI models that power package recognition. SageMaker provides the infrastructure for continuous model improvement based on real-world data. AWS IoT Greengrass. This service brings cloud capabilities to edge devices, allowing Vapor to perform machine learning inference locally within the delivery van, while maintaining connectivity to the cloud for updates and data synchronization. The integration with these cloud technologies ensures that Vapor can operate reliably even with intermittent connectivity. Intermittent connectivity, while still benefiting from centralized model updates and improvements. Navigation system integration. Vapor is fully integrated with the van's delivery route navigation system, creating a seamless workflow for drivers. The system knows the driver's current location and upcoming stops, automatically preparing package identification for each destination. This integration eliminates the need for drivers to use mobile devices throughout the package retrieval process, allowing them to work hands-free. The automotive light projectors and specially designed cameras work in concert with the navigation system to ensure accurate package marking regardless of the van's orientation or the time of day. Chapter 3. Implementation and Deployment Strategy. Pilot testing phase. Amazon conducted extensive pilot testing of Vapor with its delivery service partners before announcing the broader rollout. Bobby Garcia, a driver with Bloomfield Logistics in the North Boston, Massachusetts area, was among the early testers. He reported that tasks that previously took between 2 and 5 minutes to empty a tote and organize packages for the next stops now take approximately 1 minute with Vapor. The pilot testing phase was crucial for gathering real-world feedback and refining the system. Drivers provided insights on user interface intuitiveness, accuracy of package identification, system responsiveness, integration with existing workflows, physical ergonomics of the system, deployment timeline and scale. Amazon plans to deploy Vapor in 1,000 of its electric delivery vans by early 2025. This initial rollout represents a strategic approach to scaling the technology, allowing for continued refinement based on operational data before expanding to the company's full fleet of over 100,000 vans. The phased deployment strategy enables Amazon to monitor system performance across diverse geographic regions, collect data on varying weather and lighting conditions, assess driver adoption and satisfaction, identify and resolve any technical challenges, optimize hardware and software configurations, integration with Rivian electric delivery vans. VAPR is being integrated into Amazon's fleet of custom electric delivery vans produced by Rivian. These vehicles, known as the Rivian Commercial Van or EDV electric delivery van, are specifically designed for Amazon's delivery requirements. The Rivian vans come in 2 primary configurations: Delivery 500, 248.5-inch length, 157.5-inch wheelbase, 487 cubic feet cargo volume, 161-mile range. Delivery 700, 278.0-inch length, 178.0-inch wheelbase, 652 cubic feet cargo volume, 153-mile range. These electric vans feature advanced technology platforms that facilitate seamless integration with vapor, including built-in display systems, embedded connectivity, and sophisticated electrical architectures. Training and change management. Successful deployment of vapor requires comprehensive training programs for delivery drivers. Amazon has developed multiple training initiatives to ensure smooth adoption. Virtual reality training. Amazon has implemented immersive VR modules that prepare drivers for real-world challenges, including interaction with new technologies like vapor. More than 300,000 drivers have completed VR training since 2022. Integrated Last Mile Driver Academies, ILMDA. These facilities provide hands-on training in safe, controlled environments. The ILMDA network is projected to grow to more than 95 delivery stations across North America by December 2026. On-the-job coaching. Experienced drivers who have successfully used vapor during pilot testing serve as mentors, helping new users understand best practices and troubleshooting common issues. Chapter 4. Measured Impact and Benefits. The quantitative impact of vapor has been substantial. Amazon estimates that the technology saves drivers approximately 2 to 5 minutes per stop, accumulating to more than 30 minutes saved per route. When extrapolated across Amazon's massive delivery network, with 17.2 million daily deliveries, this efficiency gain translates to millions of hours saved annually. These time savings enable. Early vapor tests revealed a 67% reduction in perceived physical and mental effort for drivers. This improvement is significant for several reasons. Physical benefits. Mental benefits. Vapor significantly reduces package delivery errors. Traditional manual sorting and label reading is prone to human error, especially during long shifts or in poor lighting conditions. The computer vision system's ability to process multiple barcodes simultaneously and cross-reference them with delivery routes ensures higher accuracy rates. Time savings and efficiency gains. More deliveries per route. Reduced overtime expenses. Improved on-time delivery performance. Better work-life balance for drivers. Capacity for same-day delivery expansion. Reduction in physical and mental effort. Less bending and reaching into cargo areas. Reduced repetitive strain from manual sorting. Fewer awkward body positions while searching for packages. Lower risk of muscle strain and injury. Decreased cognitive load from memorizing addresses. Reduced stress from package finding pressure. Lower error rates due to misidentification. Improved focus on safe driving and navigation. Accuracy and error reduction. Fewer customer complaints. Decreased costs from redelivery attempts. Improved customer satisfaction scores. Enhanced driver performance metrics. Lower operational costs. Driver satisfaction and retention. The technology has received enthusiastic feedback from drivers who participated in testing. Bobby Garcia's testimonial, "It's made my life so much easier," reflects the positive reception among the drivers. Far more loss-driven companies. Driver performance metrics and Intronkin drivers. Chapter 5. The science behind computer vision. Computer vision is a field of artificial intelligence that enables machines to interpret, analyze, and understand visual information from the world. It mimics the capabilities of the human brain responsible for object recognition and classification. Computer vision systems work by 1. Image acquisition, capturing visual data through cameras. 2. Pre-processing, enhancing image quality and reducing noise. 3. Feature extraction, identifying key characteristics like edges, shapes, and patterns. 4. Object recognition, matching features to known objects. 5. Decision making, determining appropriate actions based on recognition. Deep learning and neural networks. Vapor employs deep learning, a subset of machine learning, that uses neural networks with multiple layers. These networks are modeled after the human brain's structure and function. Convolutional neural networks, CNNs. Vapor likely utilizes CNNs, which excel at image analysis. CNNs analyze images as pixels, giving each pixel a label value, then perform mathematical operations called convolutions to make predictions about the picture. Training process. The neural networks are trained using millions of images of packages with various labels, orientations, and lighting conditions. Through this training, the system learns to identify patterns and accurately recognize packages in diverse scenarios. Processing. A critical component of Vapor is its ability to process multiple barcodes simultaneously in real time. Traditional barcode scanning requires manually locating the barcode, proper orientation of the scanner, adequate lighting, one-at-a-time processing. Vapor's computer vision system overcomes these limitations by automatically detecting barcodes from any angle, processing multiple barcodes concurrently, functioning in various lighting conditions, correlating barcode data with delivery information instantaneously, adaptation from fulfillment centers to delivery vans. Amazon's ARID technology was originally developed for fulfillment centers, where it operates in controlled environments with consistent lighting and package positioning. Adapting this technology for delivery vans presented unique challenges. Fulfillment center environment, controlled lighting, stationary packages on conveyor belts, predictable orientations, fixed camera positions. Delivery van environment, variable natural and artificial lighting, packages stacked in irregular configurations. The optimization process required extensive testing and refinement to ensure reliable performance across these challenging conditions. Machine learning has become a transformative force in logistics and supply chain management. By analyzing vast amounts of data and identifying patterns, ML algorithms enable companies to make smarter, faster decisions. Key applications in logistics. ML algorithms excel at route optimization by considering multiple dynamic factors. Amazon's Dynamic Delivery Planner, DDP, uses AI to calculate the best route, delivery time window, and real-time rerouting. This system has contributed to Amazon achieving its fastest Prime delivery speeds ever, with more than 9 billion items delivered same day or next day globally in 2024. Limited space for camera placement, movement and vibration during transit, varying weather conditions affecting visibility. Chapter 6. Machine Learning in Logistics Optimization. Role of machine learning in supply chain. Machine learning has become a transformative force in logistics and supply chain management. By analyzing vast amounts of data and identifying patterns, ML algorithms enable companies to make smarter, faster decisions. Key applications in logistics. Demand forecasting, predicting customer demand with high accuracy. Route optimization, finding the most efficient delivery paths. Inventory management, optimizing stock levels and placement. Predictive maintenance, anticipating vehicle service needs. Fraud detection, identifying suspicious activities in payment and delivery systems. Route optimization and delivery planning. ML algorithms excel at route optimization by considering multiple dynamic factors: real-time traffic conditions, weather patterns, delivery time windows, vehicle capacity constraints, driver availability, historical delivery patterns. Amazon's Dynamic Delivery Planner, DDP, uses AI to calculate the best route, delivery time window, and real-time rerouting. This system has contributed to Amazon achieving its fastest prime delivery speeds ever, with more than 9 billion items delivered same day or next day globally in 2024. Predictive analytics for demand management. Machine learning enables Amazon to forecast demand with remarkable precision. During the 2023 Cyber Monday sales, Amazon's AI systems forecasted daily demand for over 400 million products, predicting where orders would originate based on historical data. This forecasting capability allows Amazon to position inventory closer to customers, reduce transportation distances, minimize stockouts, optimize warehouse capacity, improve delivery speed. Continuous learning and improvement. One of machine learning's most powerful attributes is its ability to continuously learn and improve. As Vapor operates across thousands of delivery vans, it generates massive amounts of data on package recognition accuracy, lighting condition variations, label type diversity, driver interaction patterns, error cases and exceptions. This data feeds back into the training process, allowing the system to become progressively more accurate and reliable over time. Chapter 7. Integration with Amazon's broader automation strategy. Amazon Robotics Portfolio. Vapor is one component of Amazon's comprehensive robotics and automation strategy. The company has deployed more than 1 million robots across its operations, fundamentally transforming how packages move through the supply chain. Key robotic systems. Sequoia, a multi-level containerized inventory system that uses AI, robotics, and computer vision to store and retrieve items. Sequoia enables Amazon to identify and store inventory up to 75% faster and can hold more than 30 million items. Hercules, drive units that autonomously navigate fulfillment centers, bringing pods of items to employees for order picking. Hercules uses 3D cameras and encoded floor markers for navigation. Cardinal, a robotic arm with advanced AI and computer vision that can select packages from piles, lift them, read labels, and precisely place them in the correct location. Cardinal handles packages up to 50 pounds. Sparrow, an AI-powered robotic arm designed for item manipulation in fulfillment centers. Proteus, Amazon's first fully autonomous mobile robot that can navigate alongside human workers without requiring confined spaces. Vapor has a companion technology for delivery stations called Vision Assisted Stow System, VAS. This system uses similar computer vision principles to help delivery station employees sort packages more efficiently. VAS cameras scan packages on conveyor belts, then project green circles on packages that need to be picked and red shapes on those that should remain. Early testing at Amazon's Innovation Center in Dortmund, Germany, showed Amazon's automation strategy creates a seamless flow from fulfillment centers through sortation centers to final delivery. Fulfillment centers, robotic systems like Sequoia, Hercules, and Sparrow automate item storage, retrieval, and initial picking. Sortation centers, automated conveyors and sorting systems organize packages by destination. These centers process tens of thousands of packages with minimal human intervention. Delivery stations. VASS technology helps employees load delivery vans efficiently. Delivery vans. Vapor guides drivers to correct packages at each stop. This end-to-end integration creates operational efficiencies that would be impossible with isolated automation efforts. Amazon continues to innovate in delivery technology. Several emerging technologies complement Vapor. Predictive analytics for demand management. Machine learning enables Amazon to forecast demand with remarkable precision. During the 2023 Cyber Monday sales, Amazon's AI systems forecasted daily demand for over 400 million products, predicting where orders would originate based on historical data. This forecasting capability allows Amazon to position inventory closer to customers, reduce transportation distances, minimize stockouts, optimize warehouse capacity, improve delivery speed, continuous learning and improvement. One of machine learning's most powerful attributes is its ability to continuously learn and improve. As Vapor operates across thousands of delivery vans, it generates massive amounts of data on package recognition accuracy, lighting condition variations, label type diversity, driver interaction patterns, error cases and exceptions. This data feeds back into the training process, allowing the system to become progressively more accurate and reliable over time. Chapter 7. Integration with Amazon's broader automation strategy. Amazon Robotics Portfolio. Vapor is one component of Amazon's comprehensive robotics and automation strategy. The company has deployed more than 1 million robots across its operations, fundamentally transforming how packages move through the supply chain. Key robotic systems. Sequoia, a multi-level containerized inventory system that uses AI, robotics, and computer vision to store and retrieve items. Sequoia enables Amazon to identify and store inventory up to 75% faster and can hold more than 30 million items. Hercules, drive units that autonomously navigate fulfillment centers, bringing pods of items to employees for order picking. Hercules uses 3D cameras and encoded floor markers for navigation. Cardinal, a robotic arm with advanced AI and computer vision that can select packages from piles, lift them, read labels, and precisely place them in the correct location. Cardinal handles packages up to 50 pounds. Sparrow, an AI-powered robotic arm designed for item manipulation in fulfillment centers. Proteus, Amazon's first fully autonomous mobile robot that can navigate alongside human workers without requiring confined spaces. Vapor has a companion technology for delivery stations called Vision Assisted Stow System, VAS. This system uses similar computer vision principles to help delivery station employees sort packages more efficiently. VAS cameras scan packages on conveyor belts, then project green circles on packages that need to be picked, and red shapes on those that should remain. Early testing at Amazon's Innovation Center in Dortmund, Germany, showed Amazon's automation strategy creates a seamless flow from fulfillment centers through sortation centers to final delivery. Fulfillment centers. Robotic systems like Sequoia, Hercules, and Sparrow automate item storage, retrieval, and initial picking. Sortation centers. Automated conveyors and sorting systems organize packages by destination. These centers process tens of thousands of packages with minimal human intervention. Delivery stations. VASS technology helps employees load delivery vans efficiently. Delivery vans. VAPR guides drivers to correct packages at each stop. This end-to-end integration creates operational efficiencies that would be impossible with isolated automation efforts. Amazon continues to innovate in delivery technology. Several emerging technologies complement VAPR Vision-Assisted Stow System, VAS. Reduced mental load for employees. Substantial decrease in missorts. Improved sort time per package. Ability to manage up to 10 packages simultaneously versus just 2 with conventional methods. Fulfillment center to last mile integration. Amazon's automation strategy creates a seamless flow from fulfillment centers through sortation. Centers to final delivery. Fulfillment centers. Robotic systems like Sequoia, Hercules, and Sparrow automate item storage, retrieval, and initial picking. Sortation centers. Automated conveyors and sorting systems organize packages by destination. These centers process tens of thousands of packages with minimal human intervention. Delivery stations. VAS technology helps employees load delivery vans efficiently. Delivery vans. VAPR guides drivers to correct packages at each stop. End-to-end integration creates operational efficiencies that would be impossible with isolated automation efforts. Future technologies in development. Smart delivery glasses. Amazon is developing AR glasses that display turn-by-turn navigation, package scanning capabilities, and proof of delivery capture directly in driver's field of vision. The glasses use AI and computer vision to detect potential hazards like pets or uneven walkways. Drone delivery, Prime Air. Autonomous drones are being tested for lightweight deliveries in suburban and rural areas through the Prime Air program. Drones are currently operational in select U.S. locations and pilot programs in the UK and Italy. Autonomous delivery vehicles. Self-driving delivery vehicles could eventually work alongside human drivers, handling routine deliveries while humans manage complex scenarios. Period.